Hello YouTube, this is Dakota from Bowtied Media, and today we've got another installment of This Week in EDM, just going over the songs from this past week because I've been away for a little bit. If you guys don't care about a life update or whatever, just go to the chapter marks in the video. I won't be offended, I literally can't tell. So, but that being said, a bit of a mini life update. I just changed jobs recently, and so the job I'm in now just requires a little bit more time, and so obviously the Bowtied gets kind of pushed away because this is just a hobby that I do. I love that you guys come watch these videos and stuff, but that kind of takes priority. And my newborn daughter is now a newborn. She's 7 months old, and I just want to spend a ton of time with her as much as I can. So my time has been limited over the last little bit, and it's harder for me to really listen to a lot of new music and stay up to date with a lot of things and do Bowtied. I love doing Bowtied. I think this is fantastic. I love the community. But I mean, I also have a life, and outside of this, just that I have a family, I have a job, I got all this kind of stuff. So I still love doing it, and I will try my best to do it. And honestly, part of the reason I'm actually doing another video again, I thought I was going to be almost done for the year, was I did a little poll. 500 of you guys responded that you just love this series pretty much, and so that gave me a fuel and a fire to be like, you know what, let's do it. I'll try to make some time for it. So appreciate the patience. It might not be every single week. We'll see. But yeah, just be patient with me, at least for the year end. The year end videos are still going to happen. There's still going to be a top 10, my worst albums, songs, EPs, best of, all that kind of stuff will still be happening at the year end. I won't probably be able to share a lot of my album and EP scores before then. So thank you for bearing with me, but I will try to stay consistent as much as I can with this, in particular, This Week in EDM, because you guys seem to really enjoy it. So without any further ado, let's hop into it. Starting us off in the trash category. Yep, Timmy, Trumpet, and Vion, I think, with Safe and Sound. I mean, if there was any song that made sense for Timmy Trumpet to cover, it would be the Trumpet heavy original of Safe and Sound, originally by Capital Kings, or Capital Cities, I should say. But it, once again, it's that hardstyle drop that really neuters the track outright. And hopping into the bad category, we've got Dion Timmer with Puppet. This is just the Dion Timmer style I have no real appreciation or care for. The lead is way too screechy, the bass line isn't really doing anything, and the melodies are way too linear. And then in the meh category, we've got the Tokyo Machine remix of Sands, originally by Toby Fox. I've never actually played Undertale myself, but I do know a lot about the game. But this remix, I don't know, just felt off. It didn't stay true enough to the original song, yet also wasn't enough of its own Tokyo Machine track to make me want to really come back to it. Then we've got UBUR with COBCRUSHER from the new That's All Folks EP, which is his new and final project, as the UBUR project itself is coming to a close, and it's going out on a meh. It had a decent amount of highs and lows, the project as a whole, but I think this is kind of just right down the middle and kind of sums up the whole UBUR alias for me personally, just kind of meh, sadly. Then we've got Deathpact with Acid Wash from the new Cypher 4 EP. This track in particular feels a little outdated, and when paired with the quick runtime and linear mix, I really wasn't overly impressed. Then we got Dodge and Fuski with I'm Back. I didn't really mind the dubstep production on this thing for the most part, but the vocals were really throwing me for a loop. A little too high-pitched in comparison to the register of the rest of the track for me to really enjoy this thing. Then we got Pauline Herr with Paranoid, another club-focused track that's got all that energy and hype around it, but otherwise the drops are kind of fine. It's part kind of speed house, part bass house, part trap, and it's a little all over the place. Then we've got William Black, Blanke, and Merged with Goodbye. I don't particularly care for this mellow dub, mellow bass kind of tune. Definitely more on the boring side of things for me personally. I know some of you guys really like this, but I don't know. It feels like it's refusing to do anything new. Then hopping into the good category, we've got Nostalgix ALRT with On My Own, a high energy bass house track with a lot of trap influences. It's a track that is definitely ripe for the dance floor, but otherwise is nothing really too crazy. Then we got Flux, Pavilion, and Habstrakt with Stay With The Tempo. A fun, headstrong track with a steady bass house beat and a classic Flux synth sound to go along with it. Not the most overly exciting track, but still pretty solid, and I keep coming back to it. Then we got SLANDER and HALIENE with Save Tonight. A very, yes, safe melodic bass by SLANDER standards, but that's an A-okay when HALIENE has plenty of time to shine in her own right. I honestly don't think the song is that great without her. Then we got Martin Garrix, Matisse and Sadko, and BARBZ with Butterflies. A fairly typical festival progressive house track, but I'm kinda into this one. Has a bit of that classic house sound without being too derivative. Then we've got Note Taker with Golden Silver. This is, I don't know, just classic Note Taker to me. It's got that moody, dark, spacey sound design with over 5 minutes in length and those pounding techno hits in only way Note Taker really can. Solid tune, and I'm glad to see him return to this more high-quality sound. Then we've got Purity Ring with The Long Night from the self-titled album Purity Ring. Purity Ring themselves definitely kind of dance this kind of line around being EDM and not really EDM and EDM adjacent, but this record does feel more explicitly electropop than some of their latest overarching records. This is a smooth, atmospheric electropop tune that I really enjoy. Then we got Modestep with Give Up the Ghost with the album Give Up the Ghost. The closer and title track of this album is a pretty laid-back, smooth final movement, as the record does a solid job of kind of wrapping up. Not a very exciting release single, but still a solid tune that I enjoyed from the record. Then we've got Rogue with Perfect. I still have a real soft spot for Rogue's future-based production that is just right up my alley, right again with this brand new song, Perfect. The lyrics are fine, but the production is just so nostalgic for me, and it's like, I guess 10-year-old nostalgic at this point, not even. I don't know, I love it. Then we got Guy Arthur with Stay With Me, a really great dance floor drum and bass tune that feels like it's got really high quality production to it. It's energetic and fresh. One of the better D&B songs I've personally heard this year. Then we got 1788L and DJ Ride with Fuck Around. A balls to the walls breakbeat style track with a ton of energy, as the title would imply, and also has a carefree attitude to it. Then we got Feed Me featuring Road with Under My Skin from the new Felt Sick LP out now by Feed Me. This track is one of those kind of classic Feed Me tech house songs that's not really tech house, but overall is very Feed Me to its core. It has a subtle progressiveness and electro sound design to it all too. Then we got Au5 with Shattered from the new Emberwake EP. A really solid new Au5 track, and this EP, while not as strong as his previous ones, is still fantastic with his melodic dubstep sound design in just the ways that Au5 really only does himself. Then we've got Madeon with Hi. The new era of Madeon is here, and it's a lot more punk than I'm sure anyone was really expecting. It's a quick 2-minute hit of pure, unadulterated dance punk with a similar narrative to boot. I'm a fan. And in the standout category, we've got Turquoise Death with Notogen, another fantastic atmospheric breakbeat track that hits that 8-minute mark on the dot. It's a long, winding journey, and I particularly love the subtle saxophone usage all throughout.
Hey, yo, my God, you got that soulful shit?
Then we've got Disclosure and Chris Lake featuring Leven Kali, I want to say, with 1, 2, 3. A really impressive blend of hip house, lounge house, and funk house for a song that really is Disclosure through and through, and really only they could put together. It's groovy, infectious, and one of their strongest tracks as of late. I'm really excited for this potential new album, I guess, that's coming out. And the emerging artist spotlights that I'm going to highlight this week is, I want to say Tage and Where is Jordan, or Where's Jordan, with I Need More. A new Bitbird track, and it's a nasty little hip-hop infused trap tune with a ton of bright future bass elements and an overarching, just really bright palette. The drops are really unique, and I find something new to enjoy with each new listen. But that's been This Week in EDM. Let me know what you guys think of any and all songs in the comment section below. But other than that, I'm Dakota from Bowtied Media, and I'll see you guys in another video.